is your host, Mira, and you are tuned in to Look in the Mirror podcast, where we keep it all the way real, no play, period. Today's episode is very special. I don't know about anyone else, but we love listening to Millennial Tempo. And guess what? They are here today. If you listen to them, then you know they are very transparent and raw. So I know this episode is about to be very litty. At this moment, we'll go ahead and let everyone introduce themselves.
What's going on? This is boy Luke.
Hey y'all, this is Jasmine.
Yo, this your boy Matt. What up?
And again, this is your host, Mira. So let's jump right into it. Okay, y'all. So Will and Jada.
Yeah.
Let's jump. I mean, because I seen so many people having, different like opinions and everything on it. Some married, some not. Mm-hmm. So let's just ask the married folks what y'all think. Go ahead, Matt. Let's jump in.
That situation, man, to me is just it's interesting because the history that I think I know about their relationship. Okay. I think that I know that they got an open marriage, but then sometimes they dial it back and say that they necessarily don't have an open marriage.
Okay.
But I really don't care what them folks doing. But
True.
Everybody making such a big deal about it. I think the biggest thing that to me that I was just annoyed with when I looked at it was like, why would August Alsina say something about the dealings in the household? Like, you know what I mean?
Why he putting their business in the streets like that?
Yeah.
Seemed like he was hurt though.
Yeah, it was.
Hurt.
It was coming from her, like coming from pain. Like I feel like, he thought that the relationship was over between Will and Jada. Mm-hmm. I think that she told him certain things or even did certain things that put him in a position where he really thought like, okay, I could have Jada Pinkett Smith. Like this could be my girl. Yeah. And when it didn't go like that, he bitter. He's sad. He hurt.
I can agree with that.
Yeah.
I can see that perspective. Like the relationship was over. Because when I watched the Red Table Talk, when Will and Jada was talking, what I got from that was they was going through a troubled period in their relationship at the time. Because Will was like, I was done with her.
Yeah, he did say that.
Yeah. So I mean, if that's the case, then I can understand why she developed a relationship with somebody else. Because at that point, y'all may be living together, may not. I mean, they probably got multiple properties, so they probably weren't even around each other like that. But they married, but at the same time, the relationship is still dead.
Yeah, but you married. That's my thing. Like you married until you not married.
Yeah, that's how I feel about that
too. Me too. Like the whole little thing where people go and get in full relationships and they supposedly legally separated. I don't agree with that.
Yeah.
Like you married until you're married. I mean divorced.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah. I don't care how much money you got.
Even if you working through like the particulars of the separation of the divorce,
I could understand
which
maybe
can be a
dating.
long process.
Yeah, no. I could understand maybe dating. You done, you over with, you go date, but to be acting as if you're in a full blown relationship, like I don't agree.
To have somebody in love with you,
right?
Like, what are you doing to make this person be that in love with you?
Right. You saying and doing certain things that are putting off that, okay, I'm going. And then just think about it. He is what 10? He's her son age. So you think about that too. Like this is a person who grew up watching her on, all these movies and seeing her breasts and freaking set it off and stuff. And the fact that you can actually touch those breasts and you've caressed this woman and
August
you with this woman.
This is lit.
Right. Right. Do you know how many little boys who probably was like, oh my God, like, oh, if I could get Jada, what would life be like?
Yeah, that probably was his dream goal, though.
And she's an actress, so she probably was over there playing like, yeah, you my man.
I ain't even thought about that.
Yeah.
Maybe.
That man ain't in love like that for nothing. Yeah. She probably was over there like, yeah, it's me and you.
Mm-hmm.
I think, me personally, I think that they were trying to have an open relationship and August exposed it.
Exposed it.
You know, cause like they had been going on for years. They've been saying, you know what I'm saying? Just Will never got caught. You know what I'm saying? Will ladies was always in check.
His business was
you know
never
what I'm saying?
in the public purview.
So, I just think, you know, he thought it was more than what it was, and Jada was really like, I'm
not leaving my husband for you,
I'm not
big
leaving
dog.
my husband for you, but you know what we got going on is good, you know.
Yeah.
And,
I don't think she told him that. Why?
Because the way they had it set up is like, all right, we're not gonna say nothing at first. Then all of a sudden, now I'm in an entanglement. We're gonna say that, you know what I'm saying? Like,
well, she wasn't gonna say nothing at all. He the one who brought it out.
She had to.
Yeah, she had to address it. You sit at that red table and talk about everything else. You had to come,
Right.
Because we was waiting.
Yeah, and did you seen how like in the beginning how she just kept on saying like, I don't know how this even got out there. Like it's been 4 or 5 years. Like this been over with.
Yeah.
So she thought she was going to the grave with that one. She didn't think that. And then even outside of the fact that, you know, she was a married woman, but he's a child to her. And I think that probably for me would have been the most embarrassment. Cheating, people do that every day.
Yeah.
You know, but you was basically with a child.
And it kind of looks like she kind of took advantage of him in a way.
Oh, yeah, she definitely did.
She was like, you know, he was sick and she was trying to be there for him and whatever. So how did that turn into love or whatever?
Right. When I watched the little red table talk, at first I was kind of like, okay, you know, whatever. But when I watched that, I was so disappointed. Like, I was like, lady, like, that's what you did? Like, you took advantage of a person. You talking about you was hurt, you were going through things, and so was he. How are you gonna help somebody if you need help?
True. Two
vulnerable people. And then y'all done got into y'all entanglement.
Yeah. Well, hey, this is something that somebody always told me. Conversation leads to penetration.
That's true.
They started conversating.
That's true.
Yeah.
Built the relationship.
Yeah.
Friendship. Then they turned to friends with benefits, and hey, then the entanglement happened.
But the crazy thing is, he was coming over there to play with her son, to probably play video games.
Did any of y'all listen to his interview that he did with Angela Yee?
I caught some
I
of it.
listened to a little bit of it, like just the the little portions they was putting on social media, but I didn't listen to the whole thing. What was it? Did you listen to it?
I did. I listened to the whole interview, and one thing that stood out to me that is like he said he had a conversation with Will about being with Jada, but on the other end, Will saying they never had that conversation before.
No man's gonna say that in the public.
Exactly.
Right.
That let me believe that they had an open relationship, and
absolutely,
her just spilled out in the public. Will just keep his ladies in check. You know what I'm saying?
Girls in check.
Right.
Yeah.
But Will looked so hurt on the show.
Of course he would be.
It was either hurt or embarrassed.
Like this,
his eyes was like.
Can you imagine how, like, say for instance, them two sitting and y'all, can you imagine two men looking at one another and both of them know, like, another man outside done had your wife? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you would look at him like, dang, man, like,
but he knew.
A man had your wife. Like, that's
he knew, though.
But for people, others
I guess
to see it and know
other
it.
people to know.
Yeah.
Right, for it to be in the public eye.
Yeah. I couldn't imagine.
And August made it seem like it was a thing. It was not. No, I was just not hitting it. We was in love.
I think he said, and I'm probably misquoting him a little bit, but he was like, "I can die today."
Yes, he said that.
That I experienced true love. I was like,
Jada.
boy, what Jada got going on down
there?
there?
Put that old cat on him.
Oh,
God. Raging waters.
I swear, man.
Yeah, that was a little bit much for me, that part.
Yeah.
But it was true. I don't think nothing he said was a lie.
Yeah, I believe him.
I think 100%. He told the truth.
I believe him too.
And I think that she did not.
And I wasn't satisfied with the conversation between Will and Jada.
No, I wasn't.
Was scripted.
Yeah.
At the end when it was like
bad
marriage for life.
That crap right there.
Yeah. What is this?
Yeah. Did y'all hear the next day on Breakfast Club when Charlamagne was going in? Yeah, I wish I would have heard it. He always claimed was a Winfrey knows Pinkett Smith. So he loves Oprah, Beyonce and Jada. Like, and you know, he's always really biased. Like, if you listen to Charlamagne, if he fool with you, he's not going to say too much bad about you.
Right. Yeah.
And if he don't fool with you, whatever he thinking, he going to say it. But like, he went in on Jada. Like, he even called her a pedophile.
I mean, yeah.
But that was some harsh words. Yeah. That's harsh.
That is very harsh.
Legal. Yeah, she was. Yeah. She was legal. Yeah, but he called her a pedophile. He was just like, you presented pedophilia and you also took advantage of a boy that was sick. Like, you took advantage of him. You did not, when they did a little interview, she never said it was all about her. It was, I was sick, I was hurt, and I needed this, I needed that. Mm-hmm. Whereas you knew that this child was going through what he was going through, and you as a woman, as a person who's supposed to be a healer, you took advantage of a child. Like, that's what he kept saying. And then a little bad marriages for life thing, he was like, why would y'all put out toxicity like that? Y'all supposed to be the marriage of our culture.
Yeah, the ideal.
Right. And you sitting here, you okaying bad marriages?
Yeah. I don't want to skim past
that's crazy.
The pedophile part.
Yeah.
Like, what you mean though? Like, cause I feel like, is it a double standard? Cause older men get younger women all the time.
I don't agree that she was a pedophile. Like I said, those are harsh words.
Yeah.
I think that's very harsh. However, he was still a child.
And then you still, like, I feel like you gotta look at like the mind state of where people at. August Alsina ain't a simp. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's a young man, which means
I'm gonna tell you what a pedophile is. When Esther Baxter was having sex with Bow Wow. Bow Wow was 16 years old.
Oh yeah.
Who was Esther Baxter?
Who was that?
Video vixen, right?
Vixen.
Yeah.
Back
in the day.
Well, she probably don't care.
Yeah, I'm just saying, you know.
But that's what you would consider
to a giant. But
yeah.
August Alsina was probably what, 23 now? 23
I think he was 21.
21. Mm-hmm. He's like what, 27 now or something like that.
Yeah.
So, you know, he still was legal. It's just as far as his, you know, if you look at it from like a broader perspective, you know, it looked like he's taking advantage of him because she's older, she's experienced. Yeah. He's really young. He's just came into money. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He looking at Jada as his, you know, as his goal. Like, hey, man, if I get her, man, you know what I'm saying? I could probably, you know, anything can happen, man. If I just get a chance with her, you know what I'm saying? Uh-huh. Like, that's his dream. So
yeah,
I just don't like the way she, like,
downplayed
the situation. Like, you act like you care so much about people's feelings, but you, like, if he would have jumped off a bridge, it would have been her fault because she totally downplayed the whole relationship.
Yep. That
like,
was my
she
thing.
made him look like he was delusional because he's saying, like Matt said, like, I can die today knowing that I've experienced true love, and you like, it was an entanglement,
like,
like it was nothing. Like, pretty much she didn't say it, but pretty much like it was not like what he's saying. Yeah, we screwed a couple times or so, you know, but. She downplayed him, but man. I felt so bad for him.
I did too. And then you saw how, like, with how Will was even like, Jada, like, say what it is.
Yes.
Like, stop it.
Yes. And she was like, I mean, it was an entanglement.
Nah, he wasn't even feeling
Will knew it was more.
Because they got an open relationship. They just got exposed. That's all. But I think also, what do y'all think about, like, them being... getting past this rough patch, basically, like, you know what I'm saying, in their marriage? Like, how you think it's gonna progress now since everybody know that, you know what I'm saying, the type of lifestyle that they live?
I think
as far as like their perception, you know what I'm saying, on people in the black community and stuff.
I think it's probably gonna make them stop being open and just, you know, just do right, because that was embarrassing. They ain't gonna break up. Let's just say that they.
Like this, what I'm saying, do right. Well, how you mean do right? Because in their relationship, open marriage might be
was the right thing.
Yeah, but that was before it hit so hard. Now I'm pretty sure they're shamed. They really shamed.
Yeah, I would be too. You're tarnishing your image.
Yes. Yeah. So for the possibility of something else to come out like how it did with August, I don't think they're gonna allow that to happen no more. Because that jump was very, very embarrassing.
Yeah.
I think that after they cut them cameras, they went to argue. Because Yeah, I didn't.
Why?
His face showed it all.
His
She
face
was
showed
not
it.
honest.
His demeanor was, you know.
She wasn't honest. Like his
You could
soul
tell.
looked like it was out of him that day. Mm-hmm. Like I feel like they are now in a rough patch again. Even though that was 4-5 years ago, they probably was in a good space up until August put that out there. But I think that now they are definitely going through it right now.
From my perspective, like I don't think nothing really changed for them personally in their relationship with this going on, because that situation happened so long ago. It's public now, but it also been public that they practice open relationships. Now we just happen to know somebody who's involved in their relationship, but this
look,
ain't no
though.
big surprise. It ain't like this somebody, you know what I'm saying? TD Jakes or somebody just. All of a sudden, we find out that he in an open relationship and his wife been sleeping with another celebrity. This Will and Jada.
But look though,
And
when you say
everybody
open
know.
relationship, you thinking, okay, you can go have sex with this person. I go have sex with this person outside my marriage. That's one thing. Another thing is what the polygamy, where you like in a real relationship with people. And I think that that's what they had. You don't want people to know that open relationship versus
But
actually.
polygamy, like when you have different wives,
Like
right?
multiple wives.
Multiple
But what
wives
is
or
it when
multiple-
everybody just all tangled?
numerous or
Yeah,
something like.
polynumerous.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Well, the one where you just everybody just all together.
What you talking about, like swinger? Like
No,
swinging?
no, like
Like where you would have like for example, all four of us to be in a relationship, living in the same house.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's like
No, that's
polygamy.
wrong.
You know what I'm
Say,
saying?
oh,
but
nah.
that's a thing though.
Yeah,
I know.
I assume an
It's
open
all weird.
relationship.
That's just weird to me.
Yeah,
man.
it's
Right,
super,
it is very. But see, when I hear open relationship, I don't hear that I got my husband and a boyfriend.
Right.
I
You think
hear
like I can just go have sex with somebody else.
Right.
And come back to my husband.
right.
Open
I think
to me, was my version
You don't
of
need to
it
be
is-
having nobody else fall in love with you, and you don't
Yeah.
need to be
Right,
falling in love with nobody
exactly.
else.
It is like, hey,
At that point, it ain't even open no
Right,
more.
that's-
You got a husband and a boyfriend.
Right.
but they supposed to know each other. See, that's the thing about it. Like Jada made it seem like Will didn't know nothing about August, but August was saying like, hey,
I asked
him for his blessing. Like, hey man, this is what we doing, such and such. I know what y'all got going on. And
So you
it is what it
thinking
is.
that their relationship was a
Yes.
husband and a boyfriend,
Yes,
like, and it was a known.
And Will and whoever he got, I know he had somebody, but
Yeah.
they just got, they in line. They doing what they supposed to be doing. Like,
Will probably mad because Jada junk is messy. Like, we don't know about his
it
side
is
yet.
messy,
Yeah.
though.
We don't know.
Right.
Yeah,
And hers got too sloppy.
yeah. He knew
They
how to
make
take
it-
But
it.
what
Nigga
you
was a
expect
corny
when
man
you
when he
going
not.
with a child?
A
I
child.
mean, you going with somebody
That's not on the same
on the same level
mental
as you.
level
What do
as
you?
But
Yeah.
you got to think about it.
Younger
Who you
people react different.
Who is Jada going to find that's going to match his stature besides somebody like a Jay-Z?
Name
somebody right now.
Somebody
Or
other than
Kanye
August
West.
Alsina.
You
Yeah.
can't-
Anybody.
It's no
Nah.
other moguls. It's nobody besides.
No.
Oh,
That's
you
true.
mean like
Yeah, it's like that's going to
Okay.
be on the same like.
Level.
She's not
I
going
see
to be
what
dropping
you're
down another level to talk to somebody. You know what I'm
She
saying?
did though.
That's what I'm saying. Who is she going to go to that's bigger than
She
Will?
could have went to Will.
Will is one of the biggest icons.
She coulda got
of
an
she's
adult.
not trying.
But
Yeah,
I'm about to
she's
say,
not
she
trying to
might
be
not
bigger
need
than
that, though. She
Will.
might not need
I'm just
that,
saying,
though.
like, if it just ever hit the fan, like, oh, okay, she was cheating with P Diddy. P Diddy got money too, so you know what I'm saying. Really,
Anybody
you know what I'm
other
saying?
than August.
People,
Yeah.
yeah, anybody. You know what I'm saying. That's just
Anybody
like,
other than August.
That's just like Jay-Z. When he
I
cheating
don't
with
care
the-
if it
with
was
the-
Paul
with the-
Wall.
with the other girl.
Yeah.
Nobody knows her.
Right.
She's somebody's daughter that's in a wealthy family.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't get better than Beyonce. Even if you cheating, who you gonna cheat on that's better than her?
Yeah.
Right.
Nah,
Yeah.
I can
You know
agree
what
with
I'm
that
saying?
one.
Yeah.
That's
I can
what I'm
agree with that
saying.
one.
So basically, like, she was going with, hey, man, this is what it is. This is the partner that I'm going with, and you know what I'm saying, to have dealings with. And Will, he must have knew. I think he knew.
I believe
you know what I'm
he
saying?
knew.
He just,
I do too.
He posted. That's what he supposed to do. I'll deflect like hell too if I was on that. Man, I didn't know nothing about
Yeah,
this. They
yeah,
give
I
me
wouldn't
no blessing.
allow nobody
You know what
to
I'm saying? But
sleep
we
with
get
my
home
wife.
like, why the fuck you let this nigga? You know what I'm saying? What the fuck you do to this nigga that you ain't do to me?
Right in
You know what I'm
his
saying?
mouth.
You got this nigga running his mouth.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's
I
just
think that
crazy,
age
man.
play into it.
They do.
Like you
Yeah.
said.
That's
Will
what it
probably
is.
didn't care because he was like,
Young.
that's just August.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ain't doing it with nobody but August.
Right. He ain't gonna take you from me.
Yeah.
Like
He ain't got
He
no
ain't no
money.
threat.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
So-
okay,
Once
do
you
your
get involved
thing.
like that, feelings.
He probably
get involved.
tired.
He
He-
felt like, man, if I'm gonna get her, this is my chance now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like she in love with me, or we got feelings, we go out, we probably, you know what I'm saying? They do stuff together or whatever, man. They on the bad terms right now, man. I think I can get her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It didn't work out for
He
him.
ain't
He got
play,
his
he
heart
ain't play
broke.
his position, man.
Yeah.
No.
He ain't play his position.
I think he probably played his position
smarter.
well. It was just that she had her mindset on what her intentions was, and he had his. Her intentions was, I got this young tenderoni that gonna probably spin me around, throw me somewhere. He can go all night.
Get up in
Will Smith probably done just finished
Yep.
a movie. He tired. He ain't got time right now, and it just was working out like that.
Yeah. If you let August tell it, they ain't Will and Jada don't have a sexual relationship. They just got a partnership where, you know, they together and they raising their family and, you know, got whatever kind of business ventures going on together, but they don't have no sexual relationship.
Well, there you go.
If you let August tell it.
And he telling, I believe,
I believe he telling the truth.
He probably.
Do you
know.
okay? So do y'all think y'all can be in a situation like that? Well, I guess it just depends on how much money you talking.
Yeah.
In their sense,
I don't
it's
understand
kind
what
of
you're saying.
so
Yeah,
like
what kind of
like
situation?
what he said. Like there's like you in a marriage. So let's just say we young, but let's just say we've been married 20 years, and we like okay, it's really like the spark is really gone, but we got kids. Our kids are older, but we still got kids. We got multiple businesses. We got all this stuff. So do we just stay together and like stay as a partners because we don't want to have to split, you know, do all this messing around, moving around stuff and just like kind of stay together, but kind of just venture off? Or do you feel like you should just cut off the long marriage and just go on? Because I believe some people feel like it's just too much to separate.
Me personally,
So, especially depending on how much you got tied into certain things.
me personally, I'm not staying around for no kids. I am type person like if I ain't happy, then it ain't working for me. You know what I'm saying? But like,
Yeah.
if it get to the point where it's like that, well, I'm gonna try to fix it before it get to that point.
Right,
you know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
In general, but
Yeah.
like if it's just unrepairable and you know what I'm saying, we can't make amends. I'm not gonna be sitting in the house. You know what I'm
Miserable.
saying? Yeah, sitting in the house looking at my wife, my ex-wife, or you know what I'm saying, my partner now because we
Right.
separated legally in the same house, and looking at how good she look and you know what I'm saying, reminiscing all that stuff. I'm gonna be still in my feelings, so I need to go out.
And she going on a
you know what I'm
date
saying?
with
Yeah,
whoever.
going on
And
a
then
date
it being expected to not have sex outside of the house, like, nah, you can't
you
expect
sleeping in
that from
separate
somebody.
rooms and all
Yeah.
that. Nah, man, I can't go for that.
And then,
I can't live.
Some
in
people
this-
do that though.
yeah.
But I don't
would-
think
I
our
wouldn't want
generation
to.
is more so, you know,
yeah.
older people.
Because
Yeah.
I don't think we scared to divorce.
We're not.
Our generation
Our
is
generation
not,
is not.
No, we're not
No,
our
not at all.
grandparents. Like,
Yeah.
oh, you cheated?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They needed to be married back then. Like it was a necessity. Like
Yeah.
they had to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just to
Financially,
survive.
mentally,
Yeah.
all
Right,
that.
right,
all
right.
that,
Because
yeah.
the women ain't have much. They
Right.
they
A lot of
went their
rights
life.
and nothing.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. The man barely had any, especially in the black household.
Yeah.
The women definitely across the board ain't had no rights or no employment opportunities. And they was having a lot of like
Right.
more kids back then. Households, was
Yeah.
at least 5 kids in the house.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
They needed
No.
each other. They needed each other back
Yeah,
then,
so
man.
now,
Yeah, I
like,
couldn't.
women are not putting up with foolishness, and men are not. If you got a sexless relationship, they out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They out.
I
Some
mean,
Some
yeah,
people.
It just
some people
it
won't.
depends.
Some people still will stay, but
Yeah.
they'll cheat and
Yeah,
stuff like
most
that.
of the time, yeah.
Or
Most
to
of the
be a toxic environment.
yeah,
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 it'll be very, very toxic.
yeah.
Be hostile.
Yeah. From frustration.
yeah.
How important is sex in a marriage?
I
Like-
think it's important.
Yeah.
What do y'all think?
I know it's important.
From my perspective, it's important.
I just
You
know for
it
us.
ain't end all be all, but like,
Yeah.
you know, I feel like you got to have a healthy balance, you know, because
Yeah.
it is something that, you know, people, I ain't gonna say need to have, but down there need to have, man.
I think it's needed. You know,
It is needed.
Like it's a natural,
It's
it's a natural part of
needed.
life, and if it ain't, you know, if y'all can't like sync up on that, it's hard.
Yeah.
It could be real hard for
Mm-hmm.
real.
Yeah, but some people, you know, financially, you know, when you're going through financial burdens and stuff like that, that sexually detaches people from some people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, say, for
Yeah, a
example,
lot of
you
stuff
might be
can
mad-
sexually
Yeah.
detach
You
you
might
from
be-
somebody.
You know what I'm saying? That
You
person
ain't doing
might
what you
be-
supposed to be doing. You be like,
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
I don't want to get in the bed with this person. This
Yep.
nigga don't want to go to work. Or, you know what I'm saying? This guy
Yep.
don't want to. You know what I'm saying? He might be great in bed, or you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? He might do the best in bed,
Yep.
do everything you want, satisfy you in all the needs, but then he don't want to try to, you know what I'm saying? Elevate. He don't want to try to. He's just standing, want to stay in the same place. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, or-
Stuff like that make people unattracted to you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I just, if it was like a situation like that for me, I'd be like, hey, just tell me what I need to do so I can do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm a person like, I don't care about my pride getting hurt. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just like, I am. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I'm nonchalant. And you know what I'm saying? I'm just not a big prideful person.
I care about my pride.
Yeah.
Do you?
Here, I ain't gonna lie.
That's
Oh,
him.
him. Okay,
Yeah,
well,
no.
Yeah. I don't care about that.
I
stuff.
care
You need
about
to
my
tell-
pride.
You need
Yeah.
to tell me now so
Yeah.
we can fix it now.
I might cry about it, and I might feel some type of way. Like if he told me like a flaw that I had, but I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna try to do better. Like, and I'm gonna go evaluate it and think about it, like, okay, yeah, all right, I see what he talking about. So I don't think I really have that much of a
It
pride
might not be
issue.
a flaw though. It might be a, you know, like
you can do better.
preference.
Yeah, like
A
a
preference,
or something
a
like
different-
That.
yeah.
Something
Okay.
that you're doing
Okay.
that like can that you know
You can
say
turn it
that-
up a notch.
Yeah, just turn it up a notch. Like say for instance,
Gotcha.
like all right, you always go to work and you work hard, but you still got time for another business, but you don't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like you got time to make extra money. This is gonna be going to give you the encouragement to do it. Like, nah, I'm just straight with what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, it's good enough. I'm comfortable. You know what I'm saying? I got extra money to spend or something. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know what I'm saying? Like encouragement, basically.
Yeah,
It's more.
yeah.
It ain't more like it's more like a evaluation than it more like a critique. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
okay,
saying?
I got
So,
you.
Yeah.
I got you.
I don't mind critiques either. Like,
Yeah, but just
for
say
me,
it right.
It's just like,
Say it right.
yeah,
Yes,
you gotta
the
be.
delivery.
It's
Yeah,
has some
about the
talent.
tone.
It's all about delivery.
Yeah,
How you
it's
communicate
definitely
that with
about the
me.
delivery.
You know,
Yeah.
are you gonna say it in a way that I'm gonna be able to receive it, or are you saying it like because you frustrated? Even if you is frustrated, like still put a little sugar in the shit so I can, you know, I can digest
At
it.
least I can drink it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's what I had to learn. Like I wear my emotions on my sleeve, on my shoulder. So however I feel, I'ma look it and I'ma say it.
Yeah, we used to have that problem a lot. Like where,
did.
you know, she want to give me some constructive criticism and mean well, but she don't know how to deliver it to me. So when she came and she gave me what it was, you know, what the bit of advice, which was good advice in hindsight, but how she saying it to me, I'm like, hold on, I'm a grown ass man.
Feel like you getting checked.
Yeah, like wait a minute,
Encouraged,
you
or
know,
like, you know what I'm saying? Just trick me. If you're gonna say it in that tone, trick me in the, you know what I'm saying? Believe me, you saying it.
Yeah,
with
yeah,
intention,
exactly.
Like a good tone.
I had to learn that. And I think nowadays I'm a lot more tactful. Like I will bite my tongue and make sure that at that moment we in a good space. We done had some fun. And then I'm like, so, yeah, you know, I'm gonna bring it up. But yeah, if I bring up something right in the moment, it means nothing. And everything I say, I always say this, everything I say that come out my mouth is for the benefit of this household. So nothing I'm saying is wrong. It's just how you say it. And if I
ain't gonna
don't,
say nothing you saying is wrong.
nah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say nothing you
She said
is
it's all
wrong,
facts.
But
Yeah.
I will say though, it is for the benefit of the household. And we got like the same goals, visions and stuff like that. I think like just trying to like sync them up together to get to where we want to go. So we both got like the best for our household in mind. You just might have the way you see going towards it, and I got the way I see going towards it.
Yeah.
But you're doing a lot better of staring me from your perspective of how things should go.
Yeah. We on the same track. We in the same lane.
Yeah,
Right
yeah,
now.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. What?
Not that, me and you. In the same lane.
Luke is so just go with the flow.
Yeah.
So
I ain't really not- I'm
because
not a
he's
rebel, though.
so go with the flow, it may appears that I'm a little bossy, a little bit,
Okay.
because it's kind of like I don't know, if we just somewhere and we both want to do something a certain way, he ain't gonna say nothing. So I always got to be the spokesperson.
Okay.
So it make it seem like, oh, she always the one that, you know.
Running it.
Yeah. And I don't like that. He don't never speak up. Like, he'd just be like, just show up. Like, I'd be like, Lou, I thought you said you did it. Oh, ma'am. So, like, yeah. So it appears as if I'm more dominant, but I'm really not. Like, we be on the same page.
Yeah.
We don't make decisions without each other. We talk about it, but it's just like the delivery. I always got to be the one to be like, okay, this is what.
This how this finna go.
Yeah, this is how this finna go. Just down to everything. When we just got our house painted, he knew, but it's just like I got to be the one to be like, okay, yes. So this, like, you know, just anything.
Hey man, she the CEO. I'm the CFO.
Yeah.
He always put me
CEO
on the front.
is the person
I
that
always
talks in
got
the
to be the
front.
person that's talking.
Chief financial officer, try to make sure the funds straight, make sure everything's going right, everybody in the right position to, you know what I'm saying, do their job. After that, let the spokesperson talk.
I be like, Luke.
That makes sense.
That's just how
Yeah,
I am.
but
You know,
but sometimes people be wanting other people to talk too.
Yeah.
I do if it's, put like this, if you got to do something like some disrespect or something like that, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to say something. But like if it's like,
You'll have to read my body language first.
yeah.
You'll look at me and you'll know that, okay, if I don't say nothing right now, she finna say something.
Yeah.
So then, you know, he feel like he got to come in.
That's
He just not
I'm
confrontational.
I'm a type of person that always
He's not
evaluate the
confrontational.
situation. I always evaluate it first. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I evaluate situations too.
But some people, you can evaluate and act off impulse.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
You know what I'm
me.
saying?
Quicker to pop off.
That's me.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See,
That's
me.
me.
I'm the type, like, say for instance, like, if somebody says something disrespectful or something, or just say for instance, like, some disrespect happened, I might be like, damn, didn't he really just say that? Or like, you know what I'm saying? I don't think he meant to say that.
Yeah.
So
And
say
me.
go by, then I go back like, hey man, you know, such and such and such.
Uh-huh.
And then if I get that same energy, then yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm to that level.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, my
Not
meter
me.
don't just,
Go,
My meter-
go 0 to 100.
My meter
Yeah.
go,
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
you say something, what you said?
Yeah.
like, I'm
My
the
meter
light, I'm
go
a
up.
light switch type person. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I need to work on that
I
because
gotta
that's a
flip it on
toxic trait.
to, you know what I'm saying? I can turn it back off. Like, I can be, you know what I'm saying, berating, mad, and then all of a sudden I could just be like, yeah, man, you know, how your day going? And this is how I am. But,
I think that's why we so good for each other because, like, we're each other balanced.
You gotta-
Like,
you
stuff
gotta
that
have
he
balance.
don't like to do, which is, like, talking and, like, kind of, like, you know, dealing with everything and all that. He don't
Logistics
like to
and
do
stuff.
all that.
don't
But
like
I
this
do.
paperwork.
Yeah.
Yeah.
all
I
that
do.
Stuff like that. Mm-mm.
And he's not hot-headed, but I am.
Yeah.
You know, so I could never be with a man that like kind of like to go back and forth
Yeah.
because I don't think it'll work because of me.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So God knew what He was doing.
Yeah.
It worked out
Yeah,
perfect
yeah.
because
we put y'all personalities
yeah,
together.
I don't think I could do it because the man would want to like
Yeah, she would
choke
want you
me
to
or
have
something.
that,
Like
she wants you
Yeah.
to have that same energy she had. Like, you know, if something like bothering her, then she want everybody to be bothered.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying?
that is not true.
Yes, it
Yeah.
is.
He looking
You
at
know
you,
it
Jay.
is.
Yeah.
You know it is.
We have been arguing about that lately because I'm like, so you ain't upset? You not mad about this that's going on? And he like, what you want me to do about it? Like, life still go on. Like, what you want me to do? Cry? Yeah, nigga, cry.
Thanks, Jazz.
Yes.
And Luke, that's Luke. Nothing bothers him.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah, he's just so optimistic, and it
Somebody gotta keep
annoys
that level
me.
head.
It annoys
Yeah.
me.
You know.
Like he just always see the good in everything, and I'm like, everything
Yeah,
cannot
glass
be
half full type
good.
person.
Yeah, that's him.
Like,
Like-
man, we always can do this. You know what I'm saying? Or we always do that. Like,
Yeah.
It could have been this. That's how I am.
Right.
Like,
That's what he say, and it annoys me. I want.
but that's what you need, though.
I feel like I think
For
more
real.
realistic
That's what you
though.
need, 'cause think about it. If the dude's always on the same type of energy you on, and y'all get into a situation where somebody, you know what I'm saying, you need
There's
somebody.
nobody
Yeah.
to de-escalate the
when you
situation.
de-escalate the
Yeah.
situation, then both of
Yeah.
y'all in trouble.
Uh huh.
You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Like,
You right.
sometimes it get like that. You might have a Khalees and Nas type incident where you got to buck at the police or something. You know what I'm saying? Just like we on that same type of energy together because that's the circumstance y'all were put in. But you know what I'm saying? Majority of the time, it either, you know what I'm saying? It's pros and cons almost
Yeah.
everything, every situation. So you got to have that balance.
Yeah.
That's true.
I do think that if it's something that's serious, where we both need to be on the same level, I think we both will be at the same level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And his feelings are probably the same as mine. He just don't express them like I would. Where I'm gonna sit
wear mine.
Yeah,
You
I'm
don't
gonna
see
cry my tears or whatever.
Yep.
Whereas him, he kind of just gonna maybe dwell on it while he driving in the car on his way home from work. Whereas me, I'm just all day, moping.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't gonna mope.
Yeah.
Nah. I try to keep it positive, man.
Yeah, which is good
This
though.
is life. So I mean, like, we always gonna go through things, and you just gotta find out what you're gonna do after you go through the adversity. Like, how I'm gonna get better after this. You know what I mean? How I'm gonna make the situation look better, and then like try to realize in some situations, not all, that it could be worse.
That's true.
That's true.
And I think I really admire that about us, because especially when you have kids, you don't want your kids around just negative energy,
Right.
So whereas if I'm having a bad day and he got good energy, the kids will, kind of gravitate towards him and kind of allow me to deal with what I'm dealing with. Whereas if we both walking around mad and angry, who your kids gonna gravitate towards?
That's true.
What kind of energy your kids gonna have for the day? And you just don't want that.
Yeah.
Like,
Come in there, you be like, get off of me, man. Go to the playroom. Or
Right.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Just, you know what I'm saying? Like, learn behavior.
Yeah, it's real.
They start seeing
It's
that, and they be
real.
like, man, well, when I get mad, I'm gonna do the same thing.
Exactly.
Like Logan the other day.
Listen, actually both of them, when they get mad at each other, they like yell.
Oh, for real.
But they get it from me.
Yeah.
Like,
Real.
I would
I don't yell or cuss at them. So.
Luke don't yell. Luke don't do nothing.
Might be like,
He don't
why
do
you did
nothing.
that now? Stop doing that crazy stuff.
See,
But
I'm
ain't
not a
doing
whooper.
like
I don't whoop kids.
I whoop them now, though.
But he will whoop them.
Okay.
But
like
I'm a
hitting or
yeller.
spitting or something. You know what I'm
But
saying?
he's not a
Something
yeller.
disrespectful.
Yeah.
Like, he will say in the calmest way, come here. Like, come here. You about to get spanking for this. I don't whoop them, and they know. I think they learned us, because they know I be like, okay, I'm about to whoop your butt. They know they ain't finna get no whooping from
know
me.
they ain't
It's like I'm a joke.
Yeah.
And they don't even be sad when I yell, because it's like in their mind, they like, this is mom. Like, this what she do.
Yeah.
She ain't gonna do nothing.
Yeah.
She just want us to get this up, or she just want us to whatever. That's something I gotta work on. But I think it came from kind of like how I was raised. Like, when I was young, like, I got yelled at. You learn stuff. He didn't used to get yelled at. So it's easy for him to,
I
not
was a
yell.
good child.
You said
Whatever.
You
You had good parents.
Yeah.
You had good
too.
parents.
Yeah.
That
Make a
plays- that
difference.
plays
It's a
tremendous
difference.
part.
Yes, it
But
does.
when you get yelled at and you get cussed at your whole life, it's kind of like it's easy for him to say, don't cuss. Like, I grew up around cussing my whole life. So it's like a part of my vocabulary. He don't really cuss.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that's because you ain't had nobody cussing at you your whole life.
Yeah.
Like, that stuff really do be
Be
learned.
for real. My parents, I didn't start hearing my parents cuss till I became an adult.
Wow.
Oh, for real.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And
Like,
you
they
grew up
like-
two-parent household?
Yep.
Wow.
His
They-
mama
they
and
like-
daddy
they
still
just,
together.
Like, when they cuss now, like, they might cuss when they talking like Kira or something. I'll be like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, they comfortable.
Like
now.
mama,
You know what
like
I'm saying?
mama say, damn,
Yeah,
like something like that. And Luke be
You
looking
know,
like
damn,
she lost
shit.
it
You know what
for
I'm
trying to
saying?
cuss.
Yeah, like,
Don't even sound right.
Don't even sound right. That's what Luke said.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, she
That's how I
lost it
be
for trying
feeling
to cuss.
sometimes when I be cuss. I be like, I ain't even have to use that word. I could have used something else. You know what I'm saying? But it's already out now. Just-
Yeah, I'm a cusser.
I am a cusser. Like,
Yeah, me too.
I am a
I don't even be
cusser.
knowing I be cussing sometimes. It's just like
Yeah.
a part of my vocabulary. I got to work on that, though.
I don't care about it. I'm a cusser. And I've always reflected on that. Like, does it really matter? I know how to not cuss in the professional environment.
Yeah,
But
I know how to do that.
if I'm socially talking, let me say my cussers. Like,
Yeah.
it just, I don't feel like it's a bad thing. I just think it add character.
It's not really.
Yeah,
You know,
'cause-
it's just about like, how you use it. You know what I'm saying? Like if you just doing it for like, talking banter, that's just how y'all talk. But,
Yeah.
like, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? When you directing it towards somebody,
Yeah.
it's different.
I
Yeah.
kind
Yeah.
of direct it sometimes.
Yeah.
When you
'cause-
directing it
yeah.
towards somebody, like if you doing it towards your kids, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Then they feel, you know what I'm saying?
No,
Like,
yeah. I don't cuss
Them they
at
like,
them.
you know what I'm
Right.
saying? So,
I do. I say, instead of just saying, sit your butt down, I may say, sit your ass down.
Yeah, but that's
Put
probably
that
on like the
put that
fifth.
MF in front of
sit
it.
down.
What?
Put that MF in front of it.
I don't say MF all the
Nah.
time.
Hey, you get there now.
Yeah, I got to be done. Like, I don't say that all the time now.
Yo, mother.
Yes, and I don't say that.
Buck.
Nah, they ain't gonna lie though. They be getting reckless though. Sometimes they're going.
They'll drive you.
And I think it's because I don't whoop
Kids
them.
will drive you.
So it's the only way. You know how sometimes you feel like the only way you know how to like kind of do like
Get
some
your
kind of
point across,
discipline.
yeah.
Like my discipline is kind of like yelling for some reason,
Yeah,
and I don't know why.
Yeah.
And I don't know why.
Because you said it.
Learn
That's how you was
behavior.
raised.
Learn behavior.
You know
Learn
what I'm
behavior.
saying?
But I got whooped.
Yeah, but it's just not in you. Though.
Yeah,
I don't want to
That's
whoop
not-
them.
that's not-
Yeah.
that's not
I
your
don't
nature.
whoop them,
Right.
but I got
But you
toe
would cuss
down
them out,
my
though.
whole life.
Yeah.
We
I used
got
to get
whooped.
beat up.
Yeah, we
My
got
mom-
whooped.
Yeah, my
I
mama
got
jump
whoopings.
on me.
Yeah.
I probably got whooped about 8 times.
8 times.
But I was always playing sports though, man. I was always doing something.
Me
So,
too.
Yeah.
You know, you probably look bad after you got out. The
Yeah,
sport.
I'll be
I
in the
wasn't
bleachers.
bad. I wasn't bad.
Doing the most.
We be waiting for our game to start and our AAU game to start. My mama, I be done popped off on my mama saying something smart. She gonna pop me in the mouth and then I'm gonna go and she can be like, all right, now go lace up your shoes and get on that doggone court.
Yeah.
Like, all right.
Yeah. So
But
I kind of think that's
I think it's
female
learned
thing.
behavior.
That too,
Yes,
and
it's
female
learned
thing.
behavior.
Females with their moms, it's like they, you know, they gonna talk back to their moms.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like a son gonna, you know what I'm saying, try their dad just, you know what I'm saying?
You
Just
never
to see-
tried your dad.
Yeah, ain't never try him, but majority of men,
Generally
kids,
speaking,
like
though.
they, you know what I'm saying? I don't care, man. Yeah. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? They gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? I rebelled against him, but like with certain stuff, like say for instance, one time I was playing baseball, they wanted me to go up to the major leagues. I was in the minor league. Minor leagues, you can go to the Little League World Series.
Okay.
So I didn't want to leave my team. We was undefeated and everything.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? He's like, son, this is going to be good for you. Go up to the majors, you play with the big kids and all that stuff like that. I was like, well, I can't go to the World Series. I can't be on TV.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So basically, I went up there to the next league and all I did was strike out on purpose. I was like, man, I don't give a damn. I'm just going to strike out every game and just look at him be like, and run back to the dugout. Like, why you not hitting? You know what I'm saying? I did like little stuff like that.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That
But you
look-
still didn't say, no, I'm not doing it.
I did say that, but he was like, you gonna do it anyways. I'm gonna respect my dad. I'm gonna respect my father. So I'm gonna do it, but I found a way to make him suffer, embarrass him in some type of way. You know what I'm
He
saying?
said embarrass him.
Think about it.
That
You
is
like,
embarrassing, though.
Yeah.
everybody saying you the best. Hey man, this the best kid we got right here coming
Yeah.
up, man. The youngest on the team, he can hit home runs, all this stuff like that.
And you come
Man, went out there just swinging that ball, like, strike, then go back. Hey, I do it on purpose. I did it up for a whole season.
Well, did
man.
you get chastised behind it? Like he ain't like nothing?
No.
Yeah, see, that's the difference.
Because, see, I think, you know, that come back to
That
it's
was
like,
where the word
you
play
don't force
came
nothing
in.
on your kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
me, like, you know what I'm saying? You force something on them if it's like, what you're supposed to be doing.
Right,
you know what I'm
right,
saying?
right,
But
right.
Like with
Like
some of the
school
extracurricular activities or something like that. Like, don't try to live your dreams through, you know what I'm saying, your kids.
But it
So,
could have been
and-
a situation like, oh, sorry, go ahead.
So in that situation, right? Let's say you know one of your kids enjoy a sport and they're good at it, and you encourage them to go to a level like your dad did, and then they go out there and just show their ass.
You would be
gonna just
mad.
keep taking them?
You would be
You wasting my
mad.
damn time coming
You would
out
be
here.
so mad.
on
Yeah.
these damn games,
But the-
and you showing your ass.
The way I am.
You ain't going no more.
But the way I'm programmed, I'm be like, damn, he did say he want to stay in the minors, bro. So
Nah.
I should have just let him stay in there. He would have came up to this team anyway. The next year, he probably would have been balling. He probably been better. He would have got experience playing out of town with against the other kids and all this stuff like that. He would have been more, you know what I'm saying? He'd been more confident and everything. But
So
now
you
I
saying
forced
from
him.
the jump, you would have just
Yes, I was going to the team anyways next season.
right.
Okay.
So it's like, why you trying to rush me when I got like,
You know I'm looking forward.
Yeah,
One of my
like-
motivations is I want to
Yes.
go to this World Series.
yes, yes.
That's why.
So,
I'm really
you
playing
felt like
hard.
he took something from you?
Yes.
So
in the
you wanna
sense he
embarrass
did,
him?
though. Yeah,
He
in the
did.
sen-
Yeah,
sense he
but
did.
I was like, hey man, you know, so I'm just gonna do this. The only way I can get back to him because I'm not gonna just like, you know, disrespect him like talking,
say, I ain't
cussing out,
going.
Yeah, I ain't doing this and doing that. I'm gonna go, but hey, I ain't gonna give my full effort like I would before. So, you know, and I think kids do that. You know what I'm saying? Like they see stuff and they be like, man, they forced my dad or my mom forced me to do this. And I don't want to do this. I want to do this. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna go along with it.
Just
you
gonna
know
be
what
in
I'm
attendance.
saying?
Yeah.
Be there.
So, okay, boom. So for the married, let's talk about married couples for a minute, because I don't really know too many young married for real couples. Like I know some married people that be married, but you know I don't really know a lot of healthy married couples.
Yeah.
Do y'all?
Not really.
I don't really know. It's like I don't really know a lot. I have a few, but I don't really know a lot.
Yeah, we got a few friends. I would say we got like what I think we do have. It's just that we got friends that are married. However, we don't have friends that we're married that are married that we actually have conversation really about marriage. It's kind of like the girls click up and talk, chit chat, whatever. Guys click up, chat, chit chat. But as far as where we kind of have dialogue, like I was telling you earlier, where we just actually have dialogue and talk about how we could promote healthy marriages and different things, we don't really have that. So we don't get people's perspective of what they do in their household. Like I always tell Matt, like I just be wanting to be a fly on the wall and just see another married couple and how they handle certain situations. Cause I really be wondering, like, are we the only ones who like operate our household like this or deal with certain stuff in this manner? That's one thing that I always just be wanting to do is just really get people's perspective on just everything about just different things about marriage.
Some people just not comfortable doing that though. You know, like some people they might be.
Some people aren't open.
They might not be open and comfortable enough to do that because they know that stuff at their house ain't, you know, how they want it to be. You know what I'm saying? So they don't want it to get out. You know what I'm saying? And some people they, you know,
but
they
that's
don't care
kind of
about
like the beauty of it though. You learn from each other.
Yeah,
right. But some people they just feel too. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't want to be vulnerable. They don't want to, you know, be vulnerable to that, and then want to be judged for it. You know what I'm saying? Instead of like, you know, just being encouraged, like, all right, hey, this is what we do in our marriage.
Yeah, I love it.
Such and such. You know what I'm saying? They'll probably look at it like, hey, man, we tell these folks what we got going on in our house. They're going to look at us different. You know what I'm saying? They might look at us a certain type of way. So we just, you know what I'm saying? We just, you know, keep it to ourselves and, you know what I'm saying? Make it seem like we, you know what I'm saying, doing what everybody else doing. Or like, I ain't say everybody marriage is different, but you know what I'm saying, doing what, you know what I'm saying, our marriage, make our marriage look happy.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Wow.
And I don't mind being, you know, telling the truth. You know, like we have, like I said, we have people who come to us and we give our perspectives, but I also can take from them. Because it's a lot of things I be like, all right, man, you right. You know, I could have been doing that. All right. So she say she do this all the time or she don't do that. All right. Yeah. Okay. I hear you. Whereas me, I'm like, nah, man, you doing too much. Like, it ain't even that serious. It ain't that important.
Yeah, until you hear from somebody else.
Yep. And I'm like, well, okay, all right, you right. You right.
Yeah, I think it's good to, you know, kind of be surrounded by people that you can pour into and then also they can pour back into you in the marriage world.
Right.
Because marriage is very important. Despite what, you know, our peers and like what we see other people doing and stuff like that. Like, I don't have a play marriage, and like I take my marriage very, very seriously. And I just like to be around other people that do also. Yeah. Because it's important. It's a job and it's important.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you something that I learned from you when listening to y'all. When you said that you and Luke, like Luke ain't ever got upset with you and called you a bitch or a dumbass or called you out your name.
Never.
And you said you've never done the same. And I was like, well, dang. You know, we done dropped them bombs a couple times. We get mad and we start talking crazy. I'm like, see, I never even looked at it like that. That for you, that's like a deal breaker. If you call me out my name, like that mean we going through it right now. Yeah. And for me, I was like, well, dang. I just thought that sometimes you might, you know, go there.
Yeah. And like if you get into it, not saying that, you know, there's not going to be anything that's said, but don't just like call me like somebody in the streets like a bitch. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like you may say, oh, that was dumb. Or, you know, oh, you know, just stuff like that. But don't
all this stuff is
bitch ass nigga and pussy nigga. You know, people say stuff like that to their spouses.
Yeah, they do.
They really do. Like, how could you like
and this is somebody you're supposed to
that's what I'm saying. People act from impulse most of the time. That's why you know what I'm saying, I so late on my responses and my reaction because I was like, I don't want to say nothing that's gonna affect us down the road. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because we in this moment right now, I don't want to be like, all right, I'm just gonna say what I gotta say, hurt her feelings, or you know what I'm saying, like, and win this battle, but lose the war.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I always be like, just, try to just listen and be like, I could say this, but you know what I'm saying? Most time I really don't have nothing to say that's going to be positive or going to be like a learning, you know what I'm saying? Teaching moment for both of us. So I just don't say nothing at all.
Right.
And you can read somebody without calling them all them cuss words.
That's true.
Yeah, for sure.
That's the ultimate read.
Yeah.
When you can read somebody and not even curse one time.
Yeah. One of my,
it's easy to cuss.
Like how I try to like move now when it comes to like arguing with her and stuff, and I shared it with her. It was like, we go to work every day and we show people at work the utmost respect, but then we'll come home and disrespect each other. It's not supposed to go like that. You should respect your spouse more than anybody. You should show them the utmost respect more than anybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I was
but
like,
it do be like a different nerve though. It's a different nerve.
Yeah,
it is. More personal.
It's a different nerve.
Y'all connected though. It's different. Like with a social person, you know what I'm saying? You might get into an altercation at work with a colleague or a coworker or something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna take it to the extreme as you would with your spouse because you know what I'm saying. Y'all are mentally.
And you be like, okay, you do this all the time. You do this all the time.
Yeah.
It's just like repetitive. Like, okay, why you keep doing it? You do this all the time. So it's like, I think it's a different nerve that your spouse
that's
hit.
the perfect word.
It's a different nerve.
Yeah.
So we really can't compare coworkers and your spouse because it's kind of like I live with this person every day. And
you go to work every day too, though.
Yeah, you go to work every day, but it's
home.
on a different level.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's totally
The people at work probably don't get on your nerves every single day.
Or
well,
you have
even if they do,
they don't do nothing.
You deal with them. You deal with them different.
Yeah, because you know you got to. But I get your point.
Invested.
If you feel like you got to deal with these people different at work, then you need to have that same mentality. This is my spouse. I need to deal with her differently. So I get where he going with it. That was good. I get it.
Yeah. And then I also, for me, is you can be having everything that you're saying or intending to say could be everything that's right. But as soon as you hit below the belt, everything you said is null and void.
Yeah.
Like, all they gonna remember is that bitch ass nigga.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So for me, I learned that everything I was winning this argument until I said that.
Now I'm
Yep. Oh, shut up.
Yep.
Now I'm the victim.
And that's what he do. I be like, oh, so that's all you heard? I just said all this stuff. And as soon as I hit below the belt, cause like Luke, act like he ain't listening. Oh, now I got your attention. Cause I done said some below the belt. Now I got your attention. And then there's, oh, you said this, you said that.
Yep.
And the battle is lost.
Yeah. You lost.
Everything I said just means nothing at that moment. And for me, like, nah, you need to hear me. You need to hear what I'm saying, because what I'm saying, you hurt my feelings. What you did was wrong, and I don't want it to happen no more. So you gonna have to hear it.
Blank stare.
No, yes.
You ain't gonna say nothing.
And he'll just look, eyes big. He won't even blink. Yup. Sitting there with them just looking crazy at me like I'm stupid. He'll just sit there, eyes get big, and he'll just look. Won't blink or nothing. And I'll be like,
if you ain't got nothing constructive to say,
by that time I be done said something.
I just received the energy.
That's it.
Yeah. So when you said that, I was like, you know what? Cause I hit below the belt if I feel like if I'm backed against the wall, I don't know how to use my words correctly at times. Where I'm so upset where the only thing that could come out my mouth is something mean and nasty. Like, nah.
Yeah, and you real passionate. Like, I'm a passionate person, but like
I'm passionate too.
Yeah.
You real passionate. Your feelings all the way in, and you really upset.
That's me.
And angry, and I'm just like,
that's me. I promise you.
Yeah.
I promise you.
Yeah, and I could say fuck any other time, but if I say fuck in a manner like in during an argument, oh, so what you saying? Like, why you gotta say all that? Like, nigga, I just said fuck to you like an hour ago and we was good and it was nothing.
It's the context of what we talking about.
Yeah,
it's almost
it's
like
directed at him.
Yeah,
I
we was talking about with
you
the
know
kid. Yeah, exactly.
When you direct it towards somebody, it's different. The tone of the word changes. Like, you know what I'm saying? You might be talking to somebody, and I don't give a fuck about that. You know what I'm saying? But like, he might be like, all right, man, what you think about this? I don't give a fuck about what you talking about. Look at the difference.
God damn.
Like, it just changes the whole tone.
Yeah.
Like, You know what I'm saying? Nah, it's time to go to war. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I got to defend my belt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I ain't never even thought about it like that. You just said the exact same sentence, and it came off totally different.
Yeah.
It's all about your tone and stuff like that.
And your delivery.
So what piece of advice would y'all give somebody who is currently boyfriend, girlfriend, or maybe even engaged for married life?
Hey, you need to be honest and upfront about everything. That means finances,
Definitely.
mentally, like how you feeling about certain stuff, sexually. Like if you having sex or something, you know what I'm saying, you don't like what they doing. After y'all get finished, be like, hey man, I think you should try this, such. Or I don't like when you do
Maybe
this.
not when they get finished, but just
I ain't
like
saying, well, you know what I'm saying, like.
Yeah.
I was gonna say you might just like you know the man
when
might
you lay
feel
in
like
the
bed.
not when you roll
he
over.
thought he done did something.
But you know what I'm saying, like before the next time y'all go, you know what I'm saying, like everything can improve. Everything can improve in marriage. Marriages are like, to me, this is how I look at marriage. I look at marriage like stocks. Like, you know what I'm saying? It go up and down. You know what I'm saying? You'll be winning for a minute, then you gonna go down, you gonna hit a rough patch.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, the numbers gonna go back up. You know what I'm saying? Or you might just be balanced all the way through. You know what I'm saying? But you just gotta be open about everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I be telling Kira, I said, if there's something I'm doing wrong, you need to tell me, because I ain't no mind reader. You know what I'm saying? I can like read body language and stuff like that, but
You always say that, but I never told you nothing you were doing wrong.
yeah, I know. I'm just saying.
He just say that, like he'll say that just like every now and
So it can
then.
register, and she be like, okay,
Right.
yeah. So I feel comfortable enough to tell him like it's something I don't like. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So I can fix it. You know what I'm saying? Like
that'll
me,
keep it
I don't have no pride issues. I'm type like it might, you know what I'm saying? I might feel like, ooh, but like when I look at it like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Then my wife, I gotta make sure she happy. You know what I'm saying? So if I ain't doing this shit, she might just get fed up with me, and then you know what I'm saying? And then vice versa, same thing with me. You know what I'm saying? If it's something that I don't like that she doing, I'm gonna tell her. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or I don't want nothing to stop the good flow and the energy that we got. You know what I'm saying? So, yes.
Yeah.
I want to elevate, keep elevating, go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To limitless. You know?
Right.
That's right.
So.
All right, Jasmine, what about you? What advice can you give these people that's not married yet,
That's not married.
but are together and looking towards marriage?
Definitely piggybacking off of what Luke said, like knowing everything about one another, communicating with each other. And for me, my biggest thing that I enjoy about us is teamwork, like working together. That plays a major role. And like you hear a lot of people in their relationships where you can say like, oh, the husbands or boyfriends or whatever, the daddy of the kids, you know, especially once you bring kids into the world, like it's got to be 100. Like everything that I do with my kids, Matt does too, you know, and I think that is so important. If you bring in kids into this world, make sure it's a team effort. Make sure, because that'd be the demise of a lot of relationships is when these kids come in the world. And, you know, everybody strive to have kids in the future. So I'm speaking from that perspective. Find you somebody who does not feel like, oh, a man who got a daughter and say, that's a little girl, you know, I don't want to wipe her. I don't want to give her no bath. Like, nah.
That's your child.
That's your child. You know, little stuff like that. Communicate and learn your spouse. Learn your spouse, learn their triggers, learn what make them happy, learn what make them sad. Some things you might can say to one person, they can't take that, or vice versa, where, you know, they're not going to receive it because you're not saying it in the right tone, the right manner, the right environment. Learn each other, how to deal with each other.
Yeah.
I agree with that, Jazz.
Yeah, that's solid advice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, y'all two done killed the game. I'm gonna be like, man, what can I tell these people? You know, what can I tell people? Looking towards marriage. I mean, to understand that it's a commitment. It's serious, like you said. It's nothing to play with. You know, if you thinking that you are not ready to be married, then don't rush and go get married.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do not force it.
Don't
Yeah.
force it.
Just because you got kids, I don't mean to cut you off, but just because you got kids, don't force it. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to. You're not obligated to get married with this person right now just because y'all got kids. You know what I'm saying? You might have had a baby out of wedlock or whatever. You know what I'm saying? If you just big in spirituality and you know what I'm saying, or religion and stuff, that you want to hurry up and get married so your baby won't be a bastard. But like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, a blessing is a blessing. You know what I'm saying? Regardless.
Yeah, absolutely.
But, you know.
And healthy, you ain't raising your kids in a healthy environment.
Sometimes that may mean not being together.
Yeah.
Yo, seriously though. Yeah, because sometimes it just don't work, and then you creating and fostering a negative environment.
And the kids can feel that energy.
Yeah, they learn
absolutely.
it. Just like you said.
That's going to reflect in how they act as an adult.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then just realize like it's not always going to be sweet. Like, I mean, in the dating realm, sometimes it can seem like it's, in some relationships that things are always going well, but in a marriage, it's a long game. So like you said, it's like stocks up and down. Just have that general understanding that you're going to have to work in your marriage to keep things leveled out, or when it gets bottomed out, to come up and raise the numbers. It's going to take some work, but you know, it can be done.
Yeah, for sure.
So they all spoke on the things, on a lot of things. So I guess I'll come from like a different view. So I will say, if you are in a relationship and, you know, if the relationship that you're in just as girlfriend and boyfriend isn't good, don't hurry up and try to get married. Don't take problems from being boyfriend and girlfriend and think like, okay, well, if we're married, they're going to disappear.
For real.
Don't do that. Like if this man very, very disrespectful to you as his girlfriend, he's going to do the same thing when you're his wife.
Yep.
If he cheat on you all the time while you're his girlfriend, he's going to do the same thing when you're his wife.
Yep.
Like double
So
up.
don't take a man who's or man or woman. All right, we got to say or woman these
About to
days.
say now.
Yeah.
We got to say or woman these days. Don't take a person and turn them and think that marriage is going to change their character, because it's not. So if you are already in a bad relationship, don't carry that over. Like, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Like, but people really do that. People be like, you know, this man done drugged me for 10 years, but he finally want to marry me, so I'm finna marry him.
Yep.
And then when you get married, you're like, oh, you know, you want to cry about it, but this has been your life.
Yeah, and they think that because they got the ring, the man done proposed to him, that he got it
That
all out of the
means
system
something.
and he ready to ride now.
Yeah.
Nah.
You need to, the proper way is to make sure that you and him are who y'all need to be before you get married.
Yeah.
On your
And
way being that.
I
Yeah.
think that's how a lot of marriages, I think that's these days why a lot of marriages are looked at like jokes, because it's kind of like these people, you will know the people, they cheat on each other all the time. Then they go and get married, which I mean, I don't want to say, but it seems like people getting married these days more so for the wedding.
For social media.
For social media.
Yeah.
For the wedding and for social media versus just, you know, actually having a good union, actually having that good partnership, all those things. So yeah, so just make sure that you are good and good before you cross that line, because once you get married, y'all got to take marriage seriously. Like, seriously. Like, if you feel like y'all still want to play games with each other, just be boyfriend and girlfriend. Ain't no rules to that.
Yeah.
Y'all,
Right.
God ain't looking at y'all sideways for that. I
Yeah.
mean,
That's true.
besides the, you know, having sex without whatever. But hey, you ain't the first one to do it. You ain't gonna be the last.
Yeah.
So, you know, but just don't force marriage on that if you know that you're not ready. Don't make nobody, you know, don't let anybody tell you that, you know, you need to get married and things will get better, because they won't.
No.
Actually, marriage is a lot harder than being boyfriend and girlfriend.
Absolutely.
That part.
So
Absolutely.
if y'all ain't surviving as boyfriend and girlfriend, you probably don't stand a chance in marriage.
Yeah.
And
Definitely.
So that would actually be a wrap of this episode.
You got a
And
quote?
oh yeah, let's do our quote. So yeah, so we do this thing here where
I'm looking mine up right now.
why that's the reason why you said that. Cause see, you trying to catch us off guard. You want us to be off guard and not on point.
Hey, man, I'm just trying to help you, remind you, you know, how it's
You
supposed
want
to go on
us
the
to be
show.
off guard.
Okay.
So
What's
pretty
this?
much, so pretty much, okay, so you know how like Breakfast Club, they do Don't Get a Day, you know, just everybody do like different things. So on Look in the Mirror podcast, we go off of a quote. It could be music, like a song quote. It can be like any kind of lyric or whatever. And it just asks you how you feeling today. So for me, I always did Soulja Boy, hop up out the bed, turn my swag on, took a look in the mirror, say what's up, because that's the name of my podcast. But then you have other people there, they may have, do quote Drake lyrics, or they may quote just however you feeling today. Yeah, so that's what we do. We try to remember. I think I forgot like two episodes. I forgot
about that.
I forgot.
Did it on the first two, the last two.
I think I do remember now.
I forgot. And
Okay.
Luke, I was just finna forget then. I was finna wrap it up. So yeah, Luke, since you want to be the person, go ahead.
Tag team.
Yeah,
There
go
you
ahead
go.
with your quote.
This gonna be my last episode. I'm just letting y'all know now.
Luke hates talking. He don't like talking, y'all. But
Man,
yeah.
you did very
He
well.
did
though,
very,
bro.
very well.
Yeah.
Luke.
Yeah, like you say, anything for my boo boo. All right, but mine is from Adrian Marcel. Is girl you made me the line is girl you made me something different.
Ooh.
The name of the song called My Life. That was the song I proposed to her on.
Oh, okay.
yes.
I'm feeling special, man.
Gas
You gotta
it
come
up.
with it, man.
You
Oh,
sure
man.
do.
Baby, I need to pull my piece out of
I don't know what I'm finna say.
I don't know.
What you got, Kira?
I don't know. I usually just use the same quote every time
You
because
gonna have to change it up now.
I know, but you caught me off guard.
Yeah, that's gonna
'Cause-
put that pressure on you.
Yeah, you caught me off guard. Like, seriously.
All right,
It really can be like a song.
Yeah,
It
just
could
just
be,
a quote, like a line from a song. That's what you're supposed to use. A line from a song, any song that just might make you think of your wife, or you know what I'm saying.
just anything.
I forget. No, I got one. When I cry, you cry. We cry together.
Okay,
All
man.
right now. Now when I get the boo-hooing, then you better get me
Yeah,
going.
don't be looking there with the big eyes
Yeah.
like she said.
Hey, you better make them thing look glossy like the
Look,
puppy.
he-
For real.
He gonna be sitting there looking at me, rubbing my shoulder, looking at me like I'm crazy.
Yeah.
At least he consoling you. Hey,
Yeah, now he gonna console me now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that one though. I like
got
that
one.
one.
I'm a dude from Tiana Taylor. She said, "Wake up to my husband and my daughters. Now that's crew love."
All right, so I'm actually gonna do the song that I always knew I'd be married to. It's R. Kelly, y'all, so y'all don't cancel us. Yeah, luckily this the end of the episode because folks probably finna be like, he canceled. But I'll be loving you forevermore. I'm gonna sing, I guess, a little bit of the chorus. When the sun comes up in the early morning time, boy, I vow to be forever loving you, rain or shine. I'll be loving you forevermore. I forgot the rest of it.
But yeah, you know what she coming
Yeah.
with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I hope y'all enjoyed today's episode. And yeah, follow me on IG K_Mira. Look in the Mirror podcast on all platforms. Luke doesn't have social media, so go to Jazz.
Yeah. What we doing? Facebook, Instagram?
Facebook, Instagram.
Okay,
wherever.
Facebook, Jasmine Andrews. Instagram, Jazz the Juice, JAZZDAJUICE. Also, Millennial Tempo. We on all platforms as well.
Hey.
Yeah. So yeah, you can find me at on IG at Matt the Motivator, on Facebook Matthew R. Andrews. Hey, but really though, go check out the Millennial Tempo podcast, man. And I want to just say we appreciate y'all for having us.
Yes.
Glad y'all came on.
Yes, I love it. Healthy environment. I admire y'all too, and I really appreciate y'all inviting us to come join y'all.
It's lit. Thank
Yeah,
y'all for coming.